Alright, so that's an option screener running for both S&P 500 and NSE of India, built entirely with Claude Code and with just one prompt. It filters the stocks for two of the option strategies. If you sell cash secure puts or covered calls, you already know the strategy. That was never the hard part. The hard part is Sunday night, 5,000 tickers, and no idea which strike or which expiry is worth opening. I have done it by hand, it's miserable. So here's the contrast. Every screener I have used starts by asking which tickers to scan, which means it only ever finds what you already thought of. This one picks the entire universe itself, and for every row it survives, it shows the price, the IV, the earning date, the ex-dividend date, and the day's wicks. So nothing on that row is a number without context. One Claude Code prompt built the whole thing. Yes, one Claude prompt. Watch the video till the end to find out how to build such screener. Quick, and please actually hear this. Everything here is education and research only. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not an investment advice, and this tool does not give you buy or sell signals. It ranks the public data and does the arithmetic. Every ticker you see is a worked example of how the tool runs, never a recommendation. Two disclosures that matter more than that boilerplate. I hold no position in any name that appears on screen today, and nobody paid me to show any of them. And one more thing, this data is delayed. I will come back to that at the end because it changes how you are allowed to use this. I'm Nitin, you are watching the AI University. I have spent years building real-world machine learning and AI applications, and lately I have been obsessed with using Claude Code to build tools people normally rent. Two things you won't get from normal build with AI video. One, the architecture decision that separates a 3-minute screener from a 60-minute one. Get it backwards and your tool is unusable. Two, the single number most screeners quietly compute wrong, which makes weak trades look strong. Alright, so without further delay, let's move on to see the prompt. But before that, just wanted to let you know that you need to have this Claude Desktop version on your computer. Okay, and you can download and install it from the Anthropic's website. If you want the step-by-step instructions, then you can head over to our website where I have uploaded the video to show you how to download and install the Claude Desktop on your computer. It's absolutely free, so you can just go there and watch the video. Now here, I'll just change the model first to Opus 5, and you need to select a particular folder here under which all your libraries, all your files for this particular application will be stored. So I have already selected a folder on my computer which named as options screener. So I'll just copy paste the prompt, and you can see it's quite a detailed prompt, right? Most prompts span their words describing what you want the app to look like. This one spends most of the length describing what the app is not allowed to do. That's strange enough to be worth proving. So over the next few minutes, watch for it. Every time I show you a piece of this document, it's going to be a rule about what the tool refuses, not a feature it shows off. So here is the number one section, which is stack. This includes the details of the tools that are required to build this application. The screen you see is built with React and Tailwind. Standard stuff for a clean website. Behind the scenes, a small Python server does the actual work, pulling prices, running the calculations, talking to the Yahoo and NSE, because the website by itself isn't allowed to fetch that data directly. Now the first real refusal, and it's the one that fixes the exact problem I just described. Right there in section 2, which is universe. So through this section, I'm telling the prompt that there should not be any watch list, meaning you created a watch list and then you are typing, the ticker names or the stock names from that watch list. But the real game changer is if the app goes and builds its own list every single time it runs. For the US, it should read the entire universe of S&P 500, meaning all the stocks that are present in S&P 500 So it should scan all of those stocks for this option strategy. For India, it pulls the list of stocks you are actually allowed to trade options on. So you need not to worry specifically picking up any stock. This screener will identify the shortlisted stocks for that option strategy, whether it is covered calls or cash secure puts, or even wheel strategy, because wheel strategy is a combination of these two strategies. So simple fix, but it creates a brand new problem, and this one is the reason most people who try to build something like this give up. So for that, let's move on to the next section, which is screening funnel. So here is the problem. Checking the option prices on one stock means asking a server for them, and you have to ask separately for every single expiry date that stock has listed. One stock with 8 expiry dates is 8 separate questions. Now do that across 500 stocks. You have just asked thousands of questions in a row and the server notices. It starts deliberately slowing you down. What should take 3 minutes turns into an hour of watching a spinner. So the fix is to never ask the expensive questions until you have already ruled almost everyone out. So the stage 1 or round 1 costs almost nothing. Grab plain share prices for the whole list in one go and throw out anything too pricey, too cheap, or too thin to bother with. 500 names becomes about 450 in seconds. Only then it should move to the stage 2 or round 2, where the expensive ones, which will contain the names that survived round 1. Quick reminder before we go further, if this is actually making sense so far, drop a like and subscribe. It helps more people find these. So now let's move on to the next section, which is the math, and this is where all the important calculations are happening. So let's move down, and you can see this probability of finishing in the money. So every single row on the screener has to answer one question or one honest question. What are the odds this contract expires worthless? So the money you were paid just stays yours. Almost every tool answers that with delta. And delta is a perfect fine number. It was just never built to answer this question. Delta measures how much the options price move when the stock moves. And then it has done several other calculations such as capital at risk, so on and so forth. So now let's move on to the design contract, where I have provided details of how the front end screen should look like. Okay, what will be the color palette, gradients, contrast, and how the entire web page should look like, including the individual cards that are shown on the screen. So all those details are included in here in this section. Now let's move on to the compliance contract. So this app, it actually publishes public data. It must never behave as an investment advisor. Okay, so all those compliance rules are enforced via this particular compliance contract. Because as I mentioned earlier, the intent of this educational video is to show you the capabilities of what we can build using Claude, right? This is not an investment advice. So it's a very detailed prompt covering all the aspects of this option screener. And again, it's just one prompt which will create this entire application end to end. So now let me press enter and see how it builds this application. So press enter. Now, if you want this entire prompt as well as the source code of this cash secure put and covered call screener, then you can head over to my school community. Link is in the description and in the pinned comment. Now, before I show you the finished screener output from Claude, one thing I want to say honestly, I periodically share prompts for free, and I don't want this one to feel like a bait and switch. This prompt is premium, and here is why. 9 sections, and every rule in there exists because an earlier version of this screener got something wrong first. I found it, fixed it, tested it again. That's not writing, that's a iteration, and it took real hours. Everything about how it works and why, that's this video, and that stays free no matter what. If that's all you need, you are covered genuinely. If you would rather skip the trial and error and just run the finished version yourself, then you can go to the school community. No pressure either way. I just did not want to charge for something without telling you honestly what you are paying for. So this is what it came up with after the processing is done in Claude Desktop app. You can see this page is really beautiful, and you can see there are separate cards for market volatility wick, which is today's wick, IV rank, then we have one card for IV realized, days to expiry, and delta and strike. And again, I mean, these values are editable. Okay, and you can see that there are two tabs. One is for US, one for India, and for US also there are two tabs. One is for cash secured put, where we will get all the stocks screened for cash secured put, and if I click on covered calls, then we will get the list or the shortlisted list for the covered calls. Here you can see the contract filter, and as I mentioned earlier, we can change the days to expiry, delta and strike via these sections here. Okay, these are editable fields, so you can pick your own days to expiry and delta values as well. And then we have this tool tip where you can get all the information required for these particular values or the section. Okay, from the learning perspective also, this is really helpful. And here then we have this check mark which says skip names reporting earnings before expiry. Okay, so it will skip all those names. If you uncheck, then it will showcase it to you. So let's click on scan and see what should be the result. So you can see that it has started scanning, and if I scroll down, you can see that it came up with 6 stocks here, right? For the US market, you can see the expiry mentioned here, strike price, current price, delta for all those individual stock, any assumption, IV, individual IV versus realized, and then the spread is also there, premium, capital required, and the return. And this return is period return, not annualized. Okay, let's scroll to the right, so you can see the cushion as well. If I click on covered call and click on scan, then you will see the underlyings shortlisted for covered calls as well. So you can see that it is scanning the entire S&P 500 universe right now, or all the stocks in S&P 500, and it came up with 6 stocks here. Okay, again the similar kind of details, and you can see that X dividend, which is the next X dividend date, there are 9 days left for the X dividend date for this particular stock here. Okay, as soon as I unchecked this and clicked on scan, it shows the stocks and the earnings in next few days. Like for example, this HPE symbol, the earning date is in next 15 days. Similarly for target, it is in next 1 day. Now you can see that it has X dividend date column as well, so you will see the days shown here for the X dividend date for a corresponding stocks if the information is available. So you can see that for WMT it is in next 2 days, and for NEE it is in next 9 days. Okay, so now let's move on to the India and try to scan the cash secure put related contract. And here is something you won't see in the another build video. So as soon as I click on scan, it will scan 5900 contract in 209 or 210 tickers in Indian stock markets. Let me click on scan, and you can see that it has came up with one stock that fulfills the criteria. And here is something you won't see in the another build video, that symbol column right here, and you can see that the current price, strike price, expiry date here, right? IV related to this particular symbol, the premium a person will receive, and the capital requirement for this cash secured put option, right? Along with other columns, right? Obviously I cannot show you the name of the stock here right now because of the SEBI requirements, but you can see that in the cash secured put, it has shortlisted one stock which has the current price of 185 rupees. Here is the strike price, the expiry date, the IV versus realized, spread, premium, capital required, and so on and so forth. Now let's move on to see the covered call and scan if we have any symbols identified in covered call section also. So after some time in the covered call section, you can see that it has came up with these 2 stocks. Obviously I cannot show these stocks again on the screen right now because of the SEBI requirements, but you can see that it has identified the stocks for the covered call, the price, the strike price, price and the expiry, as well as the delta value, the worthless odds, IV, and the capital requirement, as well as the premium associated with it. One more thing before we move on, look at these 5 boxes across the very top of the screen. They are telling you what kind of day it is, how nervous the whole market is right now, how expensive options are compared to how much the stocks actually been moving, how far out you are looking, and how far the strike sits from today's price. None of them filter a single row. They just tell you the weather before you walk outside. So these are the real tickers right there on the screen, not a recommendation, not a buy these list. They are on the screen for exactly one reason, that they pass the numbers I set and nothing else. So this is how you can build such screener, going from a blank screen to a ranked shortlist across 2 entire markets from one prompt. If that's the kind of a thing more people should see, hit that hype button. Now, if you are someone who are watching this instead of making it, remember that 15-minute number I told you not to wait for. Here is the full picture. It's the old news by market standards, about 15 minutes behind for the US, and India's is a single snapshot, not a live feed at all. So the price you saw a minute ago might already be wrong by the time you would actually go to trade. 2 things follow from that. If you have got a broker's own live feed, Interactive Broker, Zerodha, whichever, plug that in instead to get a right view. If you don't have that, treat everything on this screen as a shortlist worth investigating, never as a decision already made. Check the real quote in your broker before you touch anything. Now, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to our channel, because that gives us a lot of motivation to us. Like and share this video so that others can also get benefited and see how one can build such applications, and also see the capabilities of Claude AI. So that's it for today. Thank you and see you in the next one.